Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. and I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. In today's video, I am just going to be doing part 2 of my Candlescience fragrance oil review video. If you did not catch part 1 where I actually made the tester candles, you can watch that right up here. But it has been over a week that the candles have been curing since I've made them. So I went through, I did the burn tests on them, and I'm going to rate the cold throw and the hot throw of all of the scents. So jumping right into it, we have the Lemongrass Verbena Citronella. So I rated the cold throw on this about a 7.5 out of 10. I said that it has lots of lemon notes to it. So I definitely picked up on a lot of lemoniness to it. And then for the hot throw, I rated the hot throw pretty high, about a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. I said I actually really like this scent. It's calming and almost spa-like with hints of fruitiness. So I didn't know how I was gonna feel about all of these citronella scents because in general, citronella is not one of my favorite scents, but having these other fragrances and notes added to it kind of took it to another level for me, and I ended up really liking this one. The next one I tested was Paloma, and the cold throw on that one is an 8 out of 10. And I said it's very fruity and tropical. So the notes that I really smelled out of this one was a very tropical, fruity kind of scent. And then for hot throw, I rated it an 8.5 out of 10, and I said it smells the same while burning. So just a very fruity, tropical scent. There was nothing that I disliked about this one, but I don't think there was anything that I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this is like over the top, you know, unique or amazing in any way. But it was definitely a really, really nice tropical scent. And then the next one I tested was Citrus Sunshine. So the cold throw on this one, I rated an 8 out of 10. And I said it reminds me of citrus agave. So the hot throw, I also rated an 8 out of 10. And I thought it was funny that I really smelled a lot of citrus agave out of this one because I think it's like the orangey or tangerine or some kind of notes in it that really brought out a lot of the, you know, fruitiness to it. Obviously, it's called Citrus Sunshine, so there are a lot of, you know, citrusy fruit notes in there. But I really like this one a lot. I hope you can't hear that beeping. I'm not slowing down at all. The next one I tested was Pear Time Citronella. And this was the one I think that when I smelled it in the original video, I was like, oh, this one smells really weird. So I rated the cold throw an 8.5 out of 10. And I said I really smelled the thyme and the earthiness out of it. So the cold throw out of it, I really picked up on more of kind of the earthiness of it. And then when it was the hot throw and I was burn testing it, I also rated it an 8.5 out of 10, and I said I actually preferred this one the most while it was burning, a pleasant, fruity, earthy scent. It was very clean and just a scent that I wouldn't typically gravitate towards if I were to smell it out of the candle, like as a cold throw. But burning it was really enjoyable. I liked it a lot. Also, I should have added this in the beginning, but when I do my ratings on hot throw and cold throw, it's all very subjective. So unfortunately, when it comes to candle making and you know, testing the hot throw and figuring that all out, I personally think it's a very subjective experience, and this is just from my knowledge of testing in the bathroom and going based off of what I know on other fragrances, because I think I've rated fragrances before like 4 or 5 out of 10s, like, you know, really weaker hot throws. And some, I don't know if I've given a 10 out of 10 before. I think 9.5 is about the highest I've gone, I think. But that's just, you know, I wanted to throw that in there just in case you were wondering how the rating system actually worked. But the next one is Lemon Blueberry Crumble. And the cold throw I rated an 8.5 out of 10. I said it's so sweet and yummy smelling. So this fragrance I actually really, really enjoyed while it was burning, but I rated the hot throw about a 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't as strong as some of the other ones, but it definitely wasn't a weak hot throw either. It wasn't a hot throw to where you had to hover over the candle to smell it. I mean, it was definitely lingering out of the bathroom and you could smell it. But what I really liked about it was that I actually didn't smell a lot of the lemon when it was burning. I smelled just like the most amazing blueberry muffin blueberry fragrance of some kind. A lot of other blueberry fragrances, it kind of has, I don't know, maybe like too much of a sweetness to it, but the lemon kind of balanced it out and added more brightness to it, if that makes sense. And I really like that one a lot. And then the next one I tested was Lemongrass Lemon. And the cold throw I rated an 8.5 out of 10. I said it's super fresh and it reminds me of summer, which it definitely does. I mean, it's very vibrant and just, I don't know, I love lemon. So I feel like if you love lemon, then you would really like this one. And the hot throw, I rated a 9 out of 10. It's a lovely, in all capitals, lemon scent, no fuel smell at all. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I have had the worst luck when it comes to just like a regular lemon scent and having it not smell like fuel while it's burning. And that fragrance does not smell like fuel, kind of like the limoncello fragrance that I had tried out in a previous video from Candlescience. But I think the difference between those two is that this one is more of kind of like a natural, earthy kind of lemon, versus the limoncello one is more of like a lemon cake, like a sweet. So I think that if you're looking for more of like a fresh summery lemon scent, I think that this one may be something that you should look into and do testing on to see if you like it, because it's really nice. I like it. The next one I tested is Ginger Saffron Citronella. I rated the cold throw a 7 out of 10. I said it's calming and spa-like. I like it. And the hot throw, I rated an 8 out of 10. I said I loved the spicy and spa-like scent. So I think the ginger aspect to it brought out some kind of spiciness. The saffron, I believe, maybe has some kind of like that woodsy or earthy kind of scent added to it. And then of course the citronella in there as well. But to me it was very spa-like and almost like a spa-like headed towards the warmer months, so headed towards fall time. And then the last fragrance that I tested was the Bourbon Butterscotch. And I was actually a little taken aback by the cold throw just because I was like, is this the same scent that I had smelled? And again, I haven't smelled out of the bottle since that first day over a week ago. So these are kind of like smelling it again for the first time. So the cold throw, I rated a 7.5 out of 10. I said it smelled much more woodsy and smoky than sweet in the cold throw. But in the hot throw, I rated an 8 out of 10. And I said I like this better when it was burning because you could smell more of the sweetness and it reminded me of a warm fall scent. So instead of just having a lot of that like smoky, woodsy, you know, more masculine, I guess, kind of notes coming through of the cold smell, when you burn it, you definitely get a little bit more of the sweetness from the butterscotch coming through. But that is my update on the review of these fragrance oils. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. There will be another fragrance oil review coming up soon because I actually got in touch with, I don't know if it's the owner or just somebody who works at Midwest Fragrance Oil Company. I know that you all have recommended this and talked about them for so long. So I actually have a box right here that I'm going to be doing a review on very soon, and I'm really excited. But I wanted to give a huge thank you again to Candlescience for sending me these fragrances to test out. If you are interested in purchasing any of them, you can go to Candlescience. I don't have any affiliate links or anything to them at the moment. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave this a big thumbs up as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at Memory Box Candle Co. And I will see you in my next video.